Hi, I'm Lesbian Knight. This is my channel, and for my first ever video where I'm actually talking to someone instead of just like a presentation you do on PowerPoint, I wanted to talk about my... Sorry. Light just disappeared for a second there. I want to talk about my favourite books that I read when I was a teenager. Yeah. They're called it's a book series by Cate Tiernan. I'm not going to try and pronounce her name because I can't pronounce anything. Anyway, it's called Wicca, or sometimes it's called the Sweep series. Here's some of my copies. I haven't got all of them. But I have read them all. The series starts with Book of Shadows and ends with the book Night's Child, neither of which I have here, and it's a book of 15 books, I think it is. Sounds about right. And it's about a girl called Morgan who finds out that she's been adopted and that she actually comes from a family of witches. It's probably not the best written book in the world, I'll admit that. But it's still a book series that I love, even now, and I'm 21 now. Probably don't look it, but besides the point. Yeah. These books, they really helped me when I was a teenager. Not that long ago, I know, but when I was a lot younger and in high school. I had friends. But I struggled to find a connection, I guess is a good word as any, to people, and to anything really, not just people. And I felt a connection to these books. The whole books are about feeling a connection to Earth and magic and the people around you. And obviously love, it's a teenage book. It's a teen romance book, more or less, at some points. And it deals with teenage issues, but it spoke to me. I needed that in my life, and sometimes still do, and I'd love to be able to have all the collections so I can read the whole lot again, but I don't. And yeah, I just wanted to say that about these books. Like I said, they're not the best written books in the world. There's some pretty good description. They're not like pieces of classics like Shakespeare or Jane Austen. Try not to think about Jane Austen. Doing that next term as my module at uni. Never mind. We'll forget about that. But they're a good read. They're nice and easy. There's some words like author's name that I can't pronounce, and some words in Gaelic that I maybe struggled with a bit. But it's a good read. It's a good, easy read, and I know it's nothing to do with Wicca really. Well, not real life Wicca. It's a book. It's allowed to, fiction book. It's allowed to have a bit of dramatic license. It's allowed to not be exactly real. But these books are what first inspired me to be interested in Wicca and to find out more about it. And it kind of started off my love for mythology. I had it there before, I admit. Same with my interest in witchcraft. Charmed, thank you for that. But it's what gave me a bit more of a realistic idea of what Wicca would be like if it was something you believed in. That it's not just fighting evil like Charmed really showed, but it's a whole way of life. It talks about a lot of the festivals and how people just go every day. Talks about Book of Shadows as well, which is more like a diary instead of what Charmed again shows, and how it's just a book of spells. And yeah, I think that's all I really wanted to say. It's definitely a good book series, and I'd suggest reading it even now. But like I said, not a completely realistic view of Wicca or any such belief systems, but it's a good starting point, to be honest. Anyway, thank you for listening, and please feel free to message on anyone who's read it or anything really. Bye.